Good morning, friends of Roller Derby. It is just before 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Sunday, June 4th, 2017, which means that this is the third day of the 2017 edition of the BESTERNS tournament hosted by the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls at the Foothills Fieldhouse here in Lakewood, Colorado, just west of Denver. My name is Mark Bradford. I'm also known as Brad Example. I will be bringing this game to you. This is game number, I'm going to count on my fingers, 16 of the tournament. We have a total of 19 games in this tournament. This one will determine the placement for the 8th and 9th final positions in the tournament. This number 7 finisher was determined yesterday. That's the No Coast Derby Girls out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Number 10 and number 11 were determined by the previous game, in which Sacred City Derby Girls from Sacramento defeated the Kansas City Roller Warriors to wind up 10th. This game will determine the 9th and 8th places in this tournament. It features the Tucson Roller Derby Saddle Tramps playing against the All-Stars of the Treasure Valley Roller Derby League from Boise, Idaho. You'll be seeing Tucson skating in black with yellow accents. You'll be seeing Treasure Valley skating in white with kind of light green accents and maybe a little bit of black there too. We only have a little bit of time before the first whistle. Let me give you a quick preview of who you'll see on the track. So in the black of Tucson, you'll see number 010, Shanna Banana Hammock. Number 1, Micah Jackson. Number 13, Blaxican Bomber. Number 1980, Metal Maiden. Number 24, Midnight Crasher. Number 3, Pinky McLovin. Number 33, Pixie Axe. Number 3381, Hella Naughty. Number 37, Death Proof. Number 403, Troubleshooter. Number 5, Momo. Number 504, Cherry Popper. Number 717, Mystery Meat. And number 9, Emma Skulator. In the white of Treasure Valley, you'll see number 1034, Riot Earp. Number 1697, Ella Snow Fury. Number 462, Dawn of the Shred. Number 47, Jane Air Raid. Number 5, Raggedy Annihilation. Number 630, Scarlet Danger. Number 66, Aurelia Spine. Number 714, Kill Switch and Skate. Number 777, Cherry F-Bomb. Number 808, Kiki Chaos. Number 86, Oh Yoshi Didn't. Number 8338, Anna Highway to Hell. Number 909, Booty. And number 951, Sinister Kate. I think they're gearing up for the first jam already. And the first jammer out there for Tucson is number 010, Shanna Banana Hammock. Squared off against 1697, Ella Snow Fury for Treasure Valley. You'll see both of those skaters jam a good deal. Other jammers for Tucson include Pixie Axe, doing a lot of work. Sometimes Troubleshooter. Number 504, Cherry Popper, and number 13, Blaxican Bomber took a lot of star passes for Tucson yesterday. For Treasure Valley, in addition to Ella Snow Fury, you'll be seeing number 462, Dawn of the Shred jamming. Might see number 630, Scarlet Danger, only a couple of times. The number 714, Kill Switch and Skate, and number 777, Cherry F-Bomb will jam a good deal for Treasure Valley. Likely star passes to number 951, Sinister Kate. Action is underway. Ella Snow Fury pushing at the front of the pack, trying to get through on the inside line, doesn't find any purchase. Now Shanna Banana Hammock is trying the same thing, but Treasure Valley is holding the top of the pack, sneaking through on the inside. Ella Snow Fury is clear of the pack, but not lead jammer. No pass, no penalty means not eligible, so the lead goes to Shanna Banana Hammock, who just now got out of the pack. Declared lead, calls it off immediately. No points on our first jam of the game. So I'm predicting a pretty close game here from what I've seen of these two teams during the course of the weekend. Tucson Roller Derby came in ranked number 26th, actually the number 1 seed in the tournament, while Treasure Valley was ranked number 62. But Tucson has not found a lot of success on the weekend. Number 714, Kill Switch and Skate, jamming for Treasure Valley. And for Tucson, if I can see here, it is number 33, Pixie Axe. Pixie Axe and Shanna Banana Hammock traded jam position a lot in the game that I saw yesterday. You'll be seeing a lot of work out of those two skaters. First one through, though, is number 714, Kill Switch and Skate for Treasure Valley. Has a good half a lap. We saw a star pass now for Tucson. 2, as predicted, number 504, Cherry Popper. So successful star pass, but it is called off by Kill Switch and Skate first points on the board, 3 of them for Treasure Valley. Jam called off. A couple quick jams. Only 2 minutes off the period clock so far. Coming up next, Shanna Banana Hammock right back to the jammer line after only 1 jam away. While number 462, Dawn of the Shred, takes the star for Treasure Valley. Defense locking down between the jammer and pivot lines. Dawn of the Shred pushing at the top, and Shanna Banana Hammock at the back. Penalties exchanged here. First one through. Okay, lead jammer was declared to be Dawn of the Shred. Shanna almost made it out, but got reabsorbed into the pack and is trying again. But we're going to see pretty much a full rotation, an opportunity here for Dawn of the Shred to lap Shanna Banana Hammock. Right now they're separated by the pack of blockers. There goes Dawn of the Shred in for points through the pack. That should be 5 points, and it is. So all the points so far, albeit only 8 of them, collected by Treasure Valley. Once again, Treasure Valley wearing white, Tucson wearing black. Here we have a successful star pass by Tucson to number 1-3 Blaxican Bomber. The jam called off by Dawn of the Shred with 4 points on scoring pass number 2. So 9 points on the jam, taking Treasure Valley to a total of 12. 26.5 to go in period number 1. So this game is determining the 8th and 9th place finishes. Number 7 was locked in to be No Coast yesterday, and the placements for number 6 through number 1 will be determined later today. So jammer for Tucson is number 33, Pixie Gax, trading places with Shanna Banana Hammock, while number 777, Cherry F-Bomb, taking the star for Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley has their jammer out first, and so Cherry F-Bomb is lead, calling off as both jammers enter the pack, but the only one who scores is Cherry F-Bomb, picking up 1 point, calling it off. Looking a little rattled as she stands up and returns to her bench, but does so under her own power. So lucky 13 points on the board for Treasure Valley. Shanna Banana Hammock right back to the jammer line for Tucson, facing off against the return of Ella Snow Fury for Treasure Valley. Shanna past her own blockers. I see a wheel in the center. Wheel or a toe stop? I mean, it looked like a wheel. I guess we'll find out momentarily. Folks are still skating, so maybe it wasn't a wheel. Okay, neither jammer able to get through yet. Penalty against Ella Snow Fury, giving a power play to Tucson, as well as lead jammer call for Shanna Banana Hammock. And according to what I've just heard on the house mic, it is Shanna Banana Hammock who has lost, in fact, a wheel. Nevertheless, got lead, however, committing a back blocking penalty. Shanna is sitting in the penalty box, and with any luck, we'll get some sort of skate repair here soon. Okay, so Ella Snow Fury back out of the penalty box through the pack. They're to score, coming around for a scoring pass. Encountering resistance at the front of the pack. Pushed to the infield. Has to recycle back behind turn number 4. Tucson blockers are holding the front of the pack. I'm trying to... We see Shanna back on the track. I'm trying to... Looks to me like all 8 wheels are there. I guess we'll find out later. Okay, Ella Snow Fury trying on the outside line. Denied. The defenses here are completely on point. Shanna Banana Hammock going up to the front, but 2 minutes have expired, and we're seeing 5 points awarded to Treasure Valley, 4 to Tucson. So 2 minutes off of the period clock. Score is 18-4. 23 minutes remaining on the first period clock. Whew. Okay, Pixiacs back to the line for Tucson. And kill switch in skate for Treasure Valley. A quick lead call for Treasure Valley. But Pixiacs also through the pack, clear to score. Kill switch in skate goes to the outside, passes the Tucson defenders, calls it off for points. Were any points picked up by Tucson? No, one point was collected by Pixiacs. Takes the score to 22-5, advantage Treasure Valley. On paper, Tucson should have the advantage here, ranked number 26th in the WFTDA coming into this tournament, where Treasure Valley was ranked 62nd, but thus far, after 6 jams, a pretty clear advantage for Treasure Valley. Next up, Blaxican Bomber starting with the star for Tucson. Jamming for Treasure Valley, number 462, Donna the Shred. Blaxican Bomber trying on the outside, no success there, recycling back. While Donna the Shred has really just been pushing against a braced pair of Tucson blockers at the top of the pack. Only one to beat now. And now the pack is catching up with them. It is rough out there. Okay, both jammers through. Donna the Shred declared lead. Blaxican Bomber only about 10 or 15 feet behind. So the Tucson defenders are at the top of the pack. So Blaxican Bomber scoring now. Donna the Shred wants some points too. Gets up into the defenders at the front of the pack. So we're going to see points for both jammers on this jam. 4 collected by Donna the Shred. Blaxican Bomber recycled through the outfield. Removes the star. But not apparently eager to be passing it. Donna the Shred coming through the pack for more points. That's a 5-point pass. Only about 15 seconds remaining on the jam clock. I think Donna the Shred just might ride it out and get as many points as humanly possible. Blaxican Bomber pushing on the inside line, deflected to the infield, recycled. Okay, so that'll be end on the time on the jam. 3 points more for Dawn of the Shred. That's a total of, by my count, 12 on the jam. Total of 34 to... Okay, 1 was awarded to Blaxican Bomber, so let me make a note of that. And our total after 7 jams in the game is 34-6, 28-point lead for Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley gives the star next to number 777, Cherry F-Bomb. Shanna Banana Hammock out there yet again for Tucson. Okay, I heard whistles that could have been penalty whistles or lead jammer whistles, and they appear to have been penalty whistles. We have both Momo and Riot Earp sitting in the penalty box. 1 blocker from each squad. Shanna Banana Hammock through the pack, lead jammer for Tucson. Star pass on the Treasure Valley side to number 951, Sinister Kate. Shanna Banana Hammock in the pack for points. Presently out of bounds and heading back behind turn number 3. That gave Sinister Kate time to get through the pack. Awarded 5 points. Shanna Banana Hammock gets out the front of the pack, earns 4, another 5 awarded to Cherry F-Bomb. Or, I'm sorry, Sinister Kate taking the star from Cherry F-Bomb. So Jammers once again in scoring position. Sinister Kate held at the back of the pack. Shanna Banana Hammock just wants points, it seems, but now calling it off with 4 more points for each jammer on that pass. So that takes us to a score of 48-14. Advantage, Treasure Valley Roller Derby from Boise, Idaho over the Tucson, Arizona Saddle Tramps. Phew, okay. Lining up next, the return of Ellis No Fury for Treasure Valley, jamming against number 33, Pixie Axe. Pixie Axe breaking through the pack, lead jammer for Tucson. That makes 2 in a row for Tucson. Finally getting a little bit of traction here. Just about midway through the first period. We have 17 minutes and change on the first period clock. Ellis No Fury clear to score and approaching the pack. Called off with 2 for Pixie Axe. None for Treasure Valley, this time out. So at this moment, Treasure Valley with triple the score of Tucson, 48-16. Just now hitting the 17-minute mark in this period. If you're watching us online, thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. I actually have the chat up on my screen, so if you have something to say, please feel free to say it. I might have time to respond, I might not. Shanna Banana Hammock is jamming for Tucson. Kill Switch and Skate is jamming for Treasure Valley. Shanna recycled all the way back behind turn 4. Kill Switch and Skate pushing at the front of the pack against a brace triangle of Tucson blockers. Now Tucson's pack getting spread out and a lead jammer declaration for Kill Switch and Skate. Heading around now, about to engage the pack for points. Shanna Banana Hammock does get out after removing and then replacing the jammer star. Treasure Valley gets it called off in time to protect against scoring. 2 points. 2 points for Kill Switch and Skate. That makes it 50-16 with about 15 and a half until halftime. Dawn of the Shred takes the star for Treasure Valley. The indefatigable Pixie Axe out yet again for Tucson. So just... yeah, actually the hardest working jammer so far is still Shanna Banana Hammock, who's already taken the star 5 times in the game after only 10 gems. All right, lead jammer going to Pixie Axe. Dawn of the Shred clear of the pack, but a half lap behind. So some time for Pixie Axe to get some points. But already calling it off before even getting her hips past an opponent, so no points on this jam. So that keeps the score at 50-16. We have now passed the halfway mark of our first period, and Tucson decides that is a fine time to declare a team timeout, taking their first of their 3. Clock is stopped at 14 minutes and 42 seconds. Again, thank you for tuning in to this online coverage of the 2017 edition of BESTERNS, brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls from the Foothills Fieldhouse here in Lakewood, Colorado, western suburb of Denver. This place actually is just a few blocks away from where my sister used to own a townhome. Not anymore, though, so I still have to drive all the way home and back. My name is Mark Bradford. I am also known as Brad Example. Glad to be bringing you this game online, and I also have the privilege of announcing the final game for the tournament at 5 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. That is going to feature the tournament hosts, the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, competing against Arizona Roller Derby, who has done very well and is also undefeated on this weekend. That's going to be duking it out for the trophy for the tournament. Very much looking forward to that. Okay, timeout has expired. Shanna Banana Hammock coming right back out to the jammer line for Tucson, taking on number 777, Cherry F-Bomb for Treasure Valley. Tucson came into this weekend with a 3-0 record on the year, having defeated Wasatch, Calgary, and Sacred City, but they have not met a whole ton of success this particular weekend. And that continues as Cherry F-Bomb is the one who gets out first. Lead jammer for Treasure Valley, and a penalty assessed to Shanna Banana Hammock. So power play and lead for Cherry F-Bomb. For 4 points on that pass, not 5 because there was a no pass, no penalty on the scoring pass. Cherry F-Bomb coming up right, meeting some resistance at the front of the pack. It's Blaxican Bomber anchoring the pack as pivot, but a 5-point pass for Cherry F-Bomb. Shanna Banana Hammock returning from the penalty box, still has to complete an initial pass to be eligible to score. Cherry F-Bomb bumped into the infield and having to get past Cherry Popper at the back of the pack for Tucson. Similarly, Sinister Kate recycling Shanna Banana Hammock, who's opted to remove the star. 5 points awarded to Cherry F-Bomb on the most recent scoring pass, but the power play should be over now. Shanna Banana Hammock still with star in hand, and bumped right back out into the infield. This time it's Scarlet Danger on patrol, preventing forward progress. Yeah, Treasure Valley's pack kind of has Shanna's number at this moment. 4 final points for Cherry F-Bomb at the end of the jam. 23 points on the board in that one jam, taking Treasure Valley to 73 to Tucson's 16. A shout out from Joe Audino on the feed, pointing out that Shanna and Pixie have been doing hard work because injury trouble for Mystery Meat and Death Proof have cut their jammer rotation in half, and so that would certainly explain why Pixie Axe and Shanna are doing such hard work this entire weekend. Ella Snow Fury with the star for Treasure Valley, out first, lead jammer. Pixie Axe, as previously mentioned, right back to the jammer line for Tucson. Ella had a chance to get through the pack and pick up 5 for Treasure Valley. Ella completes another scoring pass. 10 on the board in the jam so far. Pixie Axe has removed the star and gets it past to Blaxican Bomber, who is now going to be the jammer for Tucson Roller Derby. Ella Snow Fury completed another 5-point pass, but now Blaxican Bomber through the pack, 4 points for Tucson. So with a final scoring pass, Ella calls it off. So 19 go on the board for Treasure Valley in that one. And with the passed star, Tucson picks up 4, courtesy Blaxican Bomber. Takes the start at 92 to 20. 10.5 on the period clock, so getting close to the home stretch before halftime. We see now Troubleshooter, number 403 for Tucson, taking the star. Saw a little bit of jamming from Troubleshooter yesterday. Number 714, Kill Switch and Skate, through the pack lead jammer for Treasure Valley. Troubleshooter recycled. Quickly passes the star to Cherry Popper, number 504. Killswitch and Skate had time to collect some points while that was going on and is back into the pack for more points, but encountering resistance from Momo at the back of the pack. So Cherry Popper successfully donning the star, so kill switch and skate calls it off before Cherry Popper can score. 8 points on the jam for Treasure Valley. So that takes Treasure Valley to exactly triple digits, 100-20, with 9 minutes and change on the period clock. Next, Jammers up, 462, Dawn of the Shred. Yet again, 0-1-0, Shanna Banana Hammock for Tucson. Lead jammer is Dawn of the Shred. Yeah, to give you an idea of the work that the Tucson Jammers are having to do, this is 7th time out for Shanna Banana Hammock. Nobody else has more than 4 trips on the track in the game. Grand Slam for Dawn of the Shred as Shanna Banana Hammock gets out of the pack. Still plenty of time for Dawn of the Shred to grab 4. Opts not to call it off. So I think we're going to see some points here go on Tucson's side of the board. But Dawn of the Shred seeming to want some more as well. Momo and Black Chicken Bomber anchoring the defense at the top of the pack for Tucson. And doing a great job of it. Number 3, Pinky McLovin for Tucson, taking a seat in the penalty box. Helen Naughty about to return from the penalty box to bring Tucson's blocker numbers back up to 3. Dawn of the Shred ends up on the inside. Contemplates where to come back onto the track. Plays it safe and goes back behind the pivot line and calls it off. So that's 5 more on Treasure Valley's side of the board. 3 picked up by Shanna Banana Hammock on that jam. Total score, 114 for the team from Boise, 23 for the team from Tucson. 7 minutes on the clock. That gives us time for, call it 3 to 5 jams. Pinky Axe jamming for Tucson yet again. And this time out, it is 777 Cherry F-Bomb for Treasure Valley. Through first, lead jammer. Pixie Axe quickly through as well. So that's going to reduce the damage that Cherry F-Bomb can do on this jam. In fact, both jammers into the pack. I'm going to predict some points for Pixie Axe here. Yeah, 1 more to go, and that should be a full scoring pass. So 4 for Cherry F-Bomb, 4 for Pixie Axe. From the floor, Cherry F-Bomb calling it off. Does get 4 more on the jam, so 8 to 4 all told. 122-27, the current score. Just over 6 minutes to play. And recognition that, thanks for comments on the live chat. I am able to read it, and so apparently people were out there, so thanks for tuning in. Glad to talk to you, and thanks for your comments. Joe Audino pointing out that Tucson is shorthanded on jammers, but also giving praise to Tucson's opponents on the weekend. And for Wasatch in particular, they got pretty soundly defeated by Rocky Mountain Friday night, but came out swinging on Saturday and did great. So props to Wasatch while we're talking about that. On the jammer, on the track right now, let's talk about that. Number 1697, Ellis No Fury, jamming against 0-1-0, Shanna Banana Hammock. And Shanna is the one who makes it out first. Lead jammer for this one. Only a hair in front of Ella, though. So, but, you know, with the Treasure Valley blockers at the back, opportunity for points. And, yeah, Shanna gets 2 of them and calls it off. But, let's see. So an official review being called by Tucson, and judging just by hand gestures, it looks to me like Shanna Banana Hammock is asking that a back blocking penalty be looked for. I'll let you know when I hear that in any official capacity. But that 2-point jam there, taking Tucson to 29 points to Treasure Valley's 122. Clock is stopped at 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first half. This timeout brought to you by a sip of water for the announcer. All right. Thanks once again for tuning in. I guess I need more water. Thanks again for tuning in to this online coverage of BESTERNS 2017, brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls from the Foothills Fieldhouse in Lakewood, Colorado. I'm Mark Bradford. They also call me Brad Example. Glad to be bringing this game to you, as well as the final game of the tournament at 5 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. We do... Yeah, I just heard that my supposition was correct. Tucson is asking for a back block in that previous jam. And see what happens as a result. Do I see anybody going to the penalty box? I do not. Okay, so Tucson has lost the review for the period. And lined up to jam, we've got Pixie Axe for Tucson. Squared off against Kill Switch and Skate for Treasure Valley. It's Kill Switch and Skate who makes it up first, lead jammer. Pixie Axe not far behind, only about 20 feet. And, running right into the back of Tucson's blockers and ending up on the track. Kill Switch and Skate calls it off from the floor. No point scored on that jam. So this game determining the 8th and 9th place finishers in the tournament. Then at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, the 6th and 5th place battle is between the Boulder County Bombers and Wasatch Roller Derby. At 3 p.m., Sac City plays Jet City for 3rd and 4th. And then Arizona plays Rocky Mountain at 5 p.m. for the championship. Shanna Banana Hammock with the star for Tucson, but headed to the penalty box. So we have a power play and lead for a fresh jammer from Treasure Valley. That's number 808, Kiki Chaos. I believe that's the first time I've seen Kiki take the star at all this weekend. But it's working out with a grand slam pass right there. Around for another one, but Blackskin Bomber is going to bump Kiki right into the infield of turn number 1. Has to recycle. Going to try that again. Braced diamond formation, let's call it, of Tucson blockers, controlling Kiki's progress. They're of course trying to do that without earning a multiplayer blocking penalty. And in fact, Micah Jackson, detached from the diamond, managed to bump Kiki Chaos into the infield, whereupon Shanna Banana Hammock, who had returned to the track, drifted backwards to try and, trap her and maybe even tried to eat the baby, but that did not occur. If you are unfamiliar with that eating the baby term, that's when you're able to back the jammer up and get them reabsorbed by the pack. Kiki Chaos trying again to get through this pack. Tucson blockers having a bit more success, and Kiki calls it off with 4 points. So add those to the previous 4 points. It's a 9-point jam. We're at 131 to 29. Just over 2 minutes to go on the period clock, so it's possible for this next jam to be the last one of the period. It is Pixie Axe. It is Ellis No Fury. Neither, the jam moving fairly rapidly into turn 2. Neither jammer through yet. Pushing at the front is Ellis No Fury, but Yeah, okay, there Ella is through now. Lead jammer for Ella. Getting some more great intel from Joe Audino on the live chat attached to this channel. Thanks for that. Mentioning that Wasatch lost to Tucson in April by 76 points and then beat them by 32 yesterday. And that is having lost Stashbot to Arizona. And we've seen Stashbot jamming a great deal with Arizona this weekend. So definitely a strong player to be without. No points on that jam as Ella Snow Fury called it off. So, under a minute on the period clock. This is very likely to be the last jam of the period. Lined up to jam once again, Shanna Banana Hammock. This time up against, I can't see the skater clearly enough. It is Ella Snow Fury back to the line for Treasure Valley. Lead has been declared to be Shanna Banana Hammock. However, Shanna has not quite completed getting away from the pack. Okay, Joe says it's Cherry. Yeah. Okay, that takes us into halftime with a score of 131 to 29. No points scored on the last couple of jams there. Still a 102-point lead for the Treasure Valley team. Opportunity here for some halftime adjustments to be made by both teams. Checking my highly unofficial statistics. I show the high-scoring jammer of the game so far to be Dawn of the Shred with 35 points, but Cherry F-Bomb right behind with 32. Both of those for Treasure Valley. On the Tucson side of the board, Shanna Banana Hammock has 17 points. Probably the most significant statistic I'm showing is that Treasure Valley has picked up lead 62% of the time, only 29% for Tucson. It's very hard to control the scoreboard when the other team has control of the jams. So, so far so good. I'll do a little espionage on penalties here at the halftime. Look forward to hearing from more folks over the live feed. If there's some question we can answer or a shout out we can give, we probably will. We don't have total control, so we might not be able to help you. But I appreciate your attention and look forward to talking to you in about 13 minutes. Welcome back, folks, to online coverage of BESTERNS 2017. This is game number 16 of 19 at the tournament, featuring Treasure Valley Roller Derby from Boise, Idaho, playing against the Tucson Roller Derby Saddle Tramps. This game will determine who finishes number 8 and number 9 in the tournament. Number 7 was determined yesterday to be No Coast, and numbers 11 and 10 duked it out this morning. Kansas City fell to Sacred City. Kansas City in 11th place, Sacred City in 10th. So I did some checking to straighten out my own records at the end of that previous period, and Ellis No Fury in the last jam for Treasure Valley, Shanna Banana Hammock for Tucson. Shanna got lead, called it off, no points on the jam. For this first jam of the second period, Pixie Axe has the star for Tucson and is the first one through, lead jammer for Tucson. Has a good amount of time, actually almost a full lap here, over Killswitch and Skate, who has the star for Treasure Valley and just now gets out of the pack. So Killswitch and Skate clear to score. Pixie Axe plays it safe, calls it off. 3 points on the board. 3? No, 2. 2 points on the board for Tucson. It could be a little hard to see when the referees are next or sideways to you. Okay, so for fans of palindrome scores, we've got one 1-3-1 to 3-1. Or no, I have it backwards. It's 3-1, 1-3-1. So almost there. Cherry Popper taking the star to start off this jam. Cherry is a frequent recipient of star passes, and now starting right on the jammer line against Dawn of the Shred, number 462 for Treasure Valley. I think Tucson might be trying to give some skaters with slightly fresher legs a turn at the star, because they've been relying so heavily on Pixie Axe and Shanna Banana Hammock. As we learned earlier, that's due to injuries to 2 of their jammers, whom I've seen on their overall roster, but certainly have not been skating this weekend. The whole pack kind of hovering now right outside turn number 3. Neither jammer able to make it through yet. There's a penalty being assessed for blocking out of bounds. Dawn of the Shred makes it through, lead jammer for Treasure Valley. The blocking out of bounds penalty appears to be against Riot Earp, number 1034 for Treasure Valley. That pack has not really moved. They are kind of stuck right outside turn number 3. Kiki Chaos now rotating up to the top of the pack to contain Cherry Popper, who has the star in hand. Shanna Banana Hammock is the pivot at the moment for Tucson, and so could potentially take that star and become the jammer. That has not occurred so far. Kiki Chaos in the penalty box for Treasure Valley. Jam is called off. 5 points for Treasure Valley. None for Tucson. That takes us to 136 to 31. Number 777, Cherry F-Bomb. Jamming for Treasure Valley. Pixie Axe, number 33, stepping up for Tucson. And Pixie Axe through first, lead jammer. Cherry F-Bomb maybe 40 feet behind. Pixie Axe hits the pack, goes to the outside, calls it off. 3 points unanswered. So Tucson keeping up the effort here. They've chipped the lead back down. In fact, it's 5-5 in the second period after 3 jams. So playing a little bit more evenly now. For 1697, Ellis No Fury jamming for Treasure Valley. And Cherry Popper seems to be integrating into the jammer rotation for Tucson. Cherry is jamming right now. And dealing with a triangle of Treasure Valley blockers. Cherry, Ellis No Fury. Now, we got two cherries now, don't we? Cherry F-Bomb and Cherry Popper. We'll have to be careful about that. Ellis No Fury is the one who makes it through first, lead jammer. Ellis No Fury pushing at the back of the pack. Recycled a few moments ago. Cherry Popper has removed the star, but not passed it off, and is still pushing at the front of the pack, wanting to get through as jammer. There's a star pass. But did that not work? 5 points for Ellis No Fury. Momo to the penalty box. We're going to have to watch that because I said I would do some penalty espionage at halftime, and Momo had 5. So this makes it 6 for Momo. A 7th one would be a foul out. So I don't think the star pass quite worked, and we saw Shanna Banana Hammock give the star back to Cherry Popper. No illegal procedures were called, so it might have been illegal if Shanna had tried to put it on. Points for Ellis No Fury as 2 minutes expire on the jam. That wound up being a 20-point jam for Ellis No Fury. A team timeout called by Tucson. Stopping the clock. 23 minutes and 27 seconds. Score is 156 for Treasure Valley, 34 for Tucson. Yeah, I think that Momo might in fact have fouled out. But I don't have confirmation of... Well, actually, yeah, because we have an official timeout now. And folks are talking in the penalty box right in front of me. So stand by. If I receive clarification on that, I will pass it along. I do encourage you to tune into later games today, the third and final day of the 2017 edition of the BESTERNS tournament. At 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, the Boulder County Bombers play Wasatch Roller Derby. That's for 5th and 6th place in the tournament. At 3 p.m., it's going to be Sac City versus Jet City for 3rd and 4th place. And the 1st and 2nd place duel is at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Arizona Roller Derby against the tournament hosts, the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls. I'll be back on the microphone for that game. Look forward to bringing it to you. Number 630 taking the star for Treasure Valley for this first time in this game. That is Scarlet Danger. Pixie Axe has the star and the lead call for Tucson. Star pass to Killswitch in skate, who is wearing the pivot stripe for Treasure Valley. Pixie Axe in control of the jam, calls it off. 3 points. None for Treasure Valley on that one. So 37 to 156 is your score. Shanna jamming for Tucson. Donna the Shred jamming for Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley in the white, Tucson in the black. In fact, I've noticed all the Tucson folks wearing yellow and black plaid to match the yellow and black uniforms all weekend. Lead jammer, Donna the Shred, coming around into scoring position, going across the pivot line, meeting Tucson at the back of the pack. Rocket Roller assessing some penalties there. That goes against number 3381, Helen Naughty for Tucson. Pack is now just inching toward turn 3 from turn 2. Tucson holding the back of the pack. Treasure Valley the front of the pack. Kiki Chaos drifting back to try and do a little offense for Donna the Shred. A little bit of success there, but still not a lot of motion. And with a burst, Donna the Shred gets through 5 points for Treasure Valley. Shanna Banana Hammock trying to get out of the defense laid down by Treasure Valley. Five more for Dawn. And the pack gets spread out, so Shanna finds a way through. Clear to score now, but will not have the opportunity as the jam is called off. No further points. 10 altogether on the jam for Treasure Valley, now standing at 166 points to Tucson's 37. 20 minutes to play in the game. Pixie Axe back to the line for Tucson. Jerry F-Bomb for Treasure Valley. Pixie Axe's 11th turn for the star, with the star in the game. Jerry F-Bomb makes it. No, Pixie Axe gets out first. Lead jammer for Tucson. Jerry F-Bomb trying to contend with a tripod anchored by Blackskin Bomber. So Pixie got reabsorbed into the pack, but is out now, coming around for a scoring run. Bit of a somersault for Cherry F-Bomb on the floor within the pack. Pixie Axe is scoring. Star pass by Treasure Valley to number 630, Scarlet Danger, who goes up the outside and gets free of the pack. And Pixie Axe calls it off. And looking for points. 5 for Pixie Axe. (42 to 166). Advantage Treasure Valley with 18.5 to play. I apologize if it takes me a second sometimes to figure out who is where or what signals are being given, because there's a lot of people between me and the track. Ella Snow Fury jamming for Treasure Valley. Shanna Banana Hammock jamming for Tucson. Lead goes to Ella. Shanna is out. Ella through the pack. 3 points. Shanna continues to skate. Ella does not call it off. Shanna gets out for 4. Collision at the back of the pack, and Ella is headed to the penalty box on a low blocking call, low block. So power play for Shanna Banana Hammock, turning it into 5 points. The jam will go the full 2 minutes. Five again for Shanna, and coming around for another scoring pass. So Tucson definitely capitalizing. A quick pass for Shanna. Tucson is able to concentrate on the offense now. Judging by my own notes, again, highly unofficial, but this seems to be only the second Power Jam opportunity Tucson has had, and they're definitely capitalizing on it. 4 on that pass for Shanna. Now, Ella is out of the penalty box and scoring as well. Just completed a 4-point pass and coming around for another one. Jam is now called off with 2 more points for Treasure Valley, 3 more points for, 2 there, 3 there for Tucson. 26 points to 9 on that 2-minute jam. Advantage Tucson. So that still a substantial lead for Treasure Valley, but that knocks a bunch off. 175 to 68. 15 minutes and a half on the period clock. Lead jammer is Kill Switch and Skate for Treasure Valley. Pixie Axe trying to get out of the pack for Tucson.
Switch. In scoring position, in control of the clock on this jam.
5 points for Kill Switch. Star pass by Tucson to Blaxican Bomber. Who completes the scoring pass, and now it's 4 apiece on that pass. Kill Switch and Skate opting to keep the clock running. The clock is really Treasure Valley's friend right now. Both jammers recycled on this current scoring pass. Kill Switch and Skate pushing at the front. Blaxican Bomber trying the inside line. Meeting resistance from Sinister Kate and from Raggedy Annihilation. Blaxican Bomber recycled all the way back behind the jammer line. And practically bouncing off of Raggedy Annihilation at the back of the pack. In fact, I saw the Treasure Valley blockers asking, "Are you okay?" Okay, a team timeout called by Tucson at the conclusion of that jam. 4 final points for each jammer. Let me see if I have the correct final tally on that jam. 8 points for Treasure Valley, 13 for... I seem to have missed 4 points for Treasure Valley because they have a total of 188 to... There we go. Treasure Valley 188, Tucson 76. 13 to 8 on the jam. So that is the second of Tucson's team timeouts. Stops the clock at 13 minutes and 49 seconds. Thanks for joining us for this online coverage of BESTERNS 2017, brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls. Please do feel free to share this stream link on your favorite social media or anti-social media. We have several more games today. Total of 5 games on the day. This is the second one, so we got 3 more. Feel free to chat on the live chat for the YouTube channel. I see we have a couple of folks, mostly Joe Audino is being a nice chatty type. All right. Jam underway. I mentioned that Cherry Popper seems to be integrating into Tucson's jammer rotation. That continues as Cherry has the star and gets out for lead. Kiki Chaos jamming for Treasure Valley for the second time that I've seen this weekend. I mean, second time in the game and second time I've seen this whole weekend. Into the pack, calls it off. 3 points unanswered for Cherry Popper and the Tucson Saddle Tramps. 79 on the board for Tucson. Still 188 for Treasure Valley. 13 minutes and counting on the period clock. Pixie Axe back out to do work for Tucson. Cherry F-bomb with the star for Treasure Valley. Pushing through on the inside line. Cherry F-bomb is through, but not declared lead due to no pass, no penalty. That lead call goes to Pixie Axe, who calls it off immediately. No points on this jam. So that keeps the score at 79 to 188. Pretty quick jam. Still 12 minutes and change on the ticking period clock. Next up, Shanna Banana Hammock for Tucson. Standing right in front of the Treasure Valley jammer, who turns out to be Ella. Ella pushes at the front. Not out yet. But there it is. Ella Snow Fury, lead jammer. Shanna Banana Hammock clear of the pack. Ella Snow Fury coming around 4 points. But the first points go to Shanna. 4. Both jammers in the pack for points at this moment in time. Ella Snow Fury to the outside. 4 points. Penalty assessed to one of Tucson's blockers. That's Metal Maiden taking a seat. Ella Snow Fury completing a 5-point pass this time. But 5 also awarded to Shanna Banana Hammock. So at this moment, we have 9-9 on the jam. Both jammers in for points. Okay, slight edge on the jam to Treasure Valley as Ella Snow Fury calls it off with 12 points to Shanna Banana Hammock's 9. That takes Treasure Valley directly to 200 points. Do not pass go, do not collect 200 points. 88 points on the board for the Tucson Saddle Tramps. 10 minutes and counting. Pixie Axe jamming against Kill Switch and Skate. Laxican Bomber has the pivot stripe for Tucson, anchoring the defense, containing Kill Switch and Skate so far on the jam. But now Kill Switch is out. Lead jammer, Treasure Valley. Pixie Axe still pushing at the top. Removes the star. No opportunity to pass it, though, because Laxican Bomber was down on the floor at the time. 5 points for Kill Switch and Skate. Kill switch and skate back in for more points. And that's 5. Over a minute into this jam. Still skating. Pixiac still on the initial pass. And kill switch and skate capitalizing with another 5-point pass. Now we see the star pass to Blaxican Bomber, who makes it out of the pack. Kill switch and skate with a 4-point pass. Blaxican Bomber, I believe, is picking up points right now. In fact, Bomber completing the pass for 4. Kill switch and skate continues to skate, does not call it until this moment, and I bet Blaxican Bomber has some more points. Yes, they do. 4 of them, and 2 for kill switch and skate. So total points after that jam, 221 for Treasure Valley, 96 for Tucson. 21-8 on the jam. Advantage again to Treasure Valley. 7.5 minutes and counting. Shanna Banana jamming against Dawn of the Shred. Shanna, lead jammer. So Tucson has kept a bit of a lid on Treasure Valley's scoring in this period. Treasure Valley has increased the score differential by about 25 points over the course of the period, but that's compared to 100 points in the course of the first period. So 5 points for Shanna Banana Hammock, calling it off. And that takes Tucson into triple digits with 101 points to Treasure Valley's 221. Six minutes and change on the ticking period clock. Cherry F-Bomb has the star for Treasure Valley, but another fresh jammer for Tucson for the first time in this game. Pinky McLovin taking the star. Number 3 for Tucson. Out and lead. So successful tactic right there. Cherry F-Bomb makes it out of the pack, but is not in control. Pinky McLovin pushing it to the front, bumped into the infield, calls it off before Treasure Valley can score. Points for Tucson are 2. So the Tucson fans around here are pleased with that jam. Heading for the 5-minute remaining mark in the game. Pixie Axe continuing to do work for Tucson on the jammer line. Ellis No Fury with the star for Treasure Valley. Another lead call for Tucson. That's 3 in a row. Pixie Axe out first. Pixie Axe calls it off. Grabbed all 4 available points. So Tucson determined to go down swinging at least. Under 5 minutes, so time for, call it 3 or 4 jams. So with this point differential, I think the conclusion of this game is already known, but or I should say the outcome. But Tucson doing what they can to move the differential a little bit back in their direction before all is said and done. Kill switch and skate with the star for Treasure Valley. Shanna Banana Hammock jamming for Tucson. That's Shanna's 15th turn with a star, and lead jammer is Shanna. Pixie and Shanna have each jammed about 15 times in this game. That's just incredible. There are points for Tucson. A grand slam for Shanna, banana hammock. Killswitch and Skate has removed the star, chooses not to pass it to Scarlet Danger. Is pushing against Troubleshooter at the top of the pack, defender for Tucson. Shanna Banana Hammock recycled through the infield. Killswitch and Skate tries on the outside. Not going to happen. Denied. So both jammers having trouble with the pack at this moment in time. Brace triangle of Tucson defenders at the top. Some more spread out, but still effective Treasure Valley defenders towards the, stretching back towards the jammer line. Tucson now bridging to try and maintain control over Killswitch and Skate up at the front of the pack. Only 25 seconds remaining on the jam clock. Okay, finally through the pack and clear to score. Killswitch and Skate regains the jammer star, but it gets called off first. 4. So 9 points on the board for Tucson, trimming the lead back down to 105 points, 221 to 116. Period clock headed for the 2-minute mark, so maybe 2 jams left to go. Conceivably 1, more likely 2. Pixie, Axe, and Dawn of the Shred meeting again on the jammer line. Pixie pushing at the front. There's a whistle. Dawn of the Shred bumped into the infield. But Pixie Axe recycles as well. Dawn of the Shred with an opportunity. Micah Jackson bridging. And Dawn is declared lead jammer for this jam. That took over 30 seconds before that happened. Star pass by Tucson to number 504, Cherry Popper. Dawn of the Shred calls it off, content to take 1 point on that jam. Timeout. And it seems to be team timeout called by Tucson. That is their third. They still have their official review, so they can stop the clock one more time. This time they stop the clock at 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining in the game. Score is 222 for the Treasure Valley Roller Derby team. The All-Stars from Boise, Idaho. 116 points for the Tucson Roller Derby Saddle Tramps, traveling up from Arizona to be here. Tucson comes into this weekend as the top-seeded team. They were ranked number 26th in the WFTDA. As we have heard, they are missing 2 of their 4 usual jammers, and that circumstance might end up affecting their rankings going forward. We shall see. Treasure Valley, conversely, might end up with a little bump in the rankings here because they are performing kind of above how they were seeded in this tournament. Okay, that is the end of the 1 minute team timeout. Shanna Banana Hammock and Cherry F-Bomb hugging on the jammer line before this next jam. So always great to see camaraderie among competitors. Very good chance that this could be the last jam of the game. Shanna Banana Hammock already pushing at the front, only 1 defender to beat. 1 turns into 2 as the pivot comes up and joins. But no, Shanna Banana Hammock is declared lead, but Cherry F-Bomb gets out in front, so both jammers are clear. Shanna opts not to call it off, preferring points. I believe has earned some points at the back of the pack, but that is also likely true for Cherry F-Bomb at the top of the pack. Now Shanna calls it 3 points apiece. And there were over 30 seconds on the period clock, so they will run one more jam. But an official review called by Treasure Valley stops the clock at 22 seconds. So let us see what this official review is about. Score now standing at 225 to 119, advantage Treasure Valley. So I might be a little bit quiet because I'm hoping that our house announcers will get the lowdown on what is being reviewed and the results thereof. So my name's Mark Bradford. They also call me Brad Example, helping the announcer crew out this weekend at BESTERNS 2017. I'll be back with you online for the 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time final of this tournament, featuring Arizona Roller Derby playing the tournament hosts, the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls. So the officials are deliberating in the center of the track. I'll recognize the shout out that the Derby Apex just gave to the solo announcers this weekend. Thank you. We appreciate being noticed. Solo announcing. It's actually, it can be fun. It's similar to what I do at our scrimmages, and so it's not all that foreign to me. But it is also always fun to have somebody to bounce things off of. Fortunately, I have a couple of games to rest my voice between this game and the final of the tournament, because that one is going to be pretty crazy, I predict. Arizona and Rocky have been strong all weekend. Okay, so the official review was officially declined. I didn't catch the cause of it, but it was the review will not be retained. And okay, some scrambling here as our jam timer, Chunk Norris, heads over to the scoreboard table to figure something out. Clock presently stopped with 8 seconds on it. Yeah, there are some tunes playing, and the jammers are enjoying that at the moment. Okay, we are going to have one last jam in this game. Pixie Axe jamming against Kiki Chaos. Kiki Chaos makes it out first, lead jammer Treasure Valley. Kiki, and with Treasure Valley in control, all they really need to do is wait for the period clock to expire and call it off. And in fact, Kiki Chaos is not aggressively approaching the pack at all. Waits for the period clock to expire, calls it off. No points on the jam. And that will make our final differential 106 points in favor of Treasure Valley, 225 to 119. Congratulations to the victorious Treasure Valley Roller Derby All-Stars from Boise, Idaho. So that puts them at 8th place in the tournament. Tucson finishes up 9th in the tournament. Earlier, the 10th and 11th place game was held, in which the Kansas City Roller Warriors came in 11th, and the Sacred City Derby girls from Sacramento, California, came in 10th. So we're sending around the Treasure Valley team for their victory lap. A few more of my unofficial statistics. In the game, Treasure Valley wound up with 56% of the lead jammer calls, 39% for Tucson. Only a couple jams with no lead whatsoever. High scorer in the game, as well as for Tucson, Shanna Banana Hammock, 69 points. Followed by Ella Snow Fury with 65 points. So if you want an MVP candidate right there, Shanna Banana Hammock doing tons of work for Tucson, jamming 16 times. Pixie Axe gets credit too for jamming 17 times over the course of the game. Dawn of the Shred was pretty effective, scoring 51 points. Actually, the same total for Killswitch and Skate, 51 points. So, phew, okay. Kind of a rugged game out there for Tucson. But they fought it down to the wire. It was a very successful weekend here for Treasure Valley. We now have, let's see, it is just about 12:30 Mountain Daylight Time. That gives us half an hour until the next game. At 1 p.m., we see Boulder County Bombers taking on Wasatch Roller Derby. That, I predict, will be a very good game. Tune in for that at 1. At 3 p.m., Sac City, who are kind of the underdog darlings in this tournament, came in fairly lowly seeded and then had some unexpected success over the course of the weekend against Kansas City and defeating No Coast as well. So they will be playing the Jet City Bombers down from Everett, Washington. That's the third and fourth place game. And then at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, the finals, first and second place game, Arizona Roller Derby playing the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, the hosts of the tournament. And I will be back with you for that game. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.
Getting excited and